So, do you prefer breast or thigh? Personality.
Low-key, I'm not really a Popeyes fan.
Ooh, Popeye's biscuits.
Jen Psaki told Vogue that calling her nice is sexist. Airline workers fought back, and now only some airlines are requiring workers to get the juice. You won't believe what Beyonce has on her roof, and if you like these cartoons, you're trashy. Sorry, I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. What's the difference between Jen Psaki and a vampire? One is a pale, blood-sucking creature that avoids the sun. The other is a vampire.
But we'll circle back. But I will have to circle back with you.
Actually, calling Jen a vampire isn't that bad. She doesn't care what you call her. Just don't call her nice.
Being a bitch, though. Nothing we can do about that.
Jen Psaki told Vogue, because, you know, Jill Biden, Jen Psaki, and Greta Thunderbird all get asked to be in Vogue and not Melania Trump, that a coworker called her nice, and now she's going to scramble their brain and eat it for dinner. You know. Here's what the article says. At one point, she tells me that she hates when people describe her as nice. It is like nails on a chalkboard, she says, and it still happens. I was introduced to a foreign delegation in the hallway the other day as, "This is Jen. You may have seen her do the briefings. She's a really nice person." I'm like, really? You can't think of a better description? And she says the word is sexist because women are so much more than just nice.
It's nice.
Yo, Potato Psaki.
It's Mr. Potato
Psaki.
to you.
I don't know who needs to tell you this, but someone calling you nice while introducing you to someone is definitely lame, I agree. There are way better adjectives out there, but that's the thing. What if you're getting called nice because that's better than saying nothing at all since you're barely squeaking by in this job?
The truth hurts, doesn't it?
Psaki.
Oh, sure. Maybe not as much as jumping on a bicycle with a seat missing, but it hurts.
I don't think anyone would have introduced Kayleigh McEnany as just a nice person on a White House tour when she was there. But that's because it's easy to brag on her and call her a firecracker or extraordinary. Sorry, but maybe the same thing can't be said about you, so they were just trying to be polite. Same way girls use nice to describe a guy they definitely won't be going on a second date with. Tap the heart button for me real quick before this next story. Thanks, queens. It looks like United Airlines will be requiring all their employees to get juiced or they will be fired. They aren't requiring the same for passengers yet, but I feel like this is the future they dream of.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and genderless newts. Thank you for flying on United Airlines. Please make sure that you keep your mask on in between bites and while you poop. We will be checking in on you if you are in the bathroom longer than 15 seconds to make sure your mask is on. And if we happen to lose cabin pressure, don't worry about the oxygen mask because if we've learned anything this last year, the Rona is way deadlier than not being able to breathe air.
Oh, ay caramba.
And please, have your proof of jab ready to show us when we walk down the aisle. If you do not have proof of jab, we will throw you off this plane in midair. And we don't have any parachutes at this time. Thank you so much for flying United. We hope you have a great flight.
On the contrary, Southwest, Delta, and American are not requiring their employees to get juiced. And the Fauci freaks are threatening to boycott these airlines because of it.
They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash.
I say good. Please, don't fly them anymore. You can all take United with your face diapers and your delusional 6 feet apart rules. United sucks anyways, so good luck with that. The rest of us will take the others. I think this is a great solution. Capitalism, baby. We all choose which product we like better. The juice heads can do one and the rest of us can do the other and live happily ever after. Let me eat my pretzels and drink my cran apple in peace. Thank you very much.
Sir, if you would take a second and take a little sticks out of your head, clean out your ears, and maybe you would see that I'm a person who has feelings.
I know that like none of you are Beyonce fans, but on the off chance you are, or even if you're not, my job is still to let you know all the breaking pop culture news so that you know what's going on in the world. And this week, there is Beyonce news.
Turn the lights on. No, get those lights off.
She's on the cover of September's Harper's Bazaar and says, yes, we can expect new music and that she has been in the studio for a year and a half. She also is starting a hemp and honey farm and has beehives on her roof. I liked this quote she shared in the interview. In this business, so much of your life does not belong to you unless you fight for it. I fought to protect my sanity and my privacy because the quality of my life depended on it. A lot of who I am is reserved for the people I love and trust. Those who don't know me and have never met me might interpret that as being closed off. Trust, the reason those folks don't see certain things about me is because my Virgo ass does not want them to see it. It's not because it doesn't exist. After Governor Cuomo announced his resignation this week, Alec Baldwin tweeted, "Regardless of what you think of Cuomo, this is a tragic day. Party politics in this country draw ambitious but ultimately isolated and even socially maladjusted men and women who, given the current cancel culture, will likely have their shortcomings exposed and magnified."
And I was like, excuse me?
A tragic day for who, Alec? Did you mean to say today is a tragic day for serial gropers everywhere, including soon-to-be former Governor Andrew Cuomo? Of course he's not getting called out for this by anyone in the media. I'd like to ask Alec, what was more tragic for you? Cuomo's resignation or when you found out your wife wasn't Spanish?
Alec Baldwin facing charges after a fight over a parking spot in Manhattan. The actor stands accused of hitting another driver. CBS 2's Allie Bauman live now outside Baldwin's home in Greenwich Village with the details. Allie.
Well, it happened right here outside the Baldwin's apartment building. Police sources tell us the actor got mad at another driver who slipped into a parking spot he was eyeing. So mad, in fact, Baldwin got out of the car and followed the guy down the street.
Hypocrites like Alec created cancel culture and wielded it like a loaded gun against former President Trump and his supporters because they knew that if they just looked in the mirror, they'd realize that the fake offenses that they were trying to push on Trump were really their own. All of these rats deserve exactly what they're getting.
A bunch of scumbags. That's what they are.
Those are very strong words,
organized around making money.
You know what would be must-watch on TV? If SNL asked former President Trump to come on to play Alec Baldwin defending Governor Cuomo. This week was a big one in pop culture history for true crime CUTEservatives like me. It's the Pop Culture Rewind. This week in 1930, Betty Boop made her cartoon debut.
She's so sweet, so calm, so fair. Let her go, oh bless her.
Unpopular opinion, but you can always gauge how white trash someone is by what cartoon they're a fan of. At first, it was Betty Boop. The trashiest people loved her. Then it was Tweety Bird. And now, you know what has taken the top spot? Minions. Minion lovers are the new Betty Boop lovers.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
This week in 1969, followers of Charles Manson murdered pregnant actress Sharon Tate, the wife of Roman Polanski, and 6 others.
Hi, Mother. I'll wire you the money first thing in the morning. Goodbye.
Sharon Tate was a rising star and nearly 9 months pregnant when she was viciously murdered along with 4 friends in August of 1969 by members of the so-called Manson family. Today, the house on Cielo Drive where Tate was killed no longer stands, but Hollywood's fascination with the actress and her murder remains.
This week in 1977, 24-year-old postal employee David Berkowitz, a.k.a. the serial killer who went by the Son of Sam, was arrested in New York City.
After more than 13 months of following thousands of leads down endless blind alleys, the detectives of the Brooklyn Omega Squad, part of that 300-cop 44 killer manhunt, captured the man they say is Son of Sam.
It was a busy week in 1991 for Nickelodeon. They aired the first episodes of Doug, Rugrats, and Ren and Stimpy. If you're a 90s CUTEservative, can you say nostalgia? Well, good night. And this week in 2007, the #1 hit song was Sean Kingston's Beautiful Girls.
Beautiful girl.
I'm like a worm, I wanna crawl away. I don't know where my dirt is.
Remind me to have her drug tested.
Something is happening in the next few weeks that I am so excited to tell you about. Make sure you are watching every episode, checking stories, seeing our posts, because you never know when a hint could just spill out of me.
Is that a hint?
We are working towards that goal to get POPlitics to 100K. Have you texted the group chat? Are your pets following us? Is your small business following us? Is your side chick following us?
She doesn't know about me, does she?
Like this episode if you didn't earlier. Let us know which airline you prefer when you fly. And because I love a good roast, what is the #1 indicator that someone is white trash? Come on, no holds barred roasting. I better not get any sensitive comments complaining either. Share this episode with one friend who is a potato and hit that save button. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.